Few days back I got my white discharge and now I'm having headache, body pain, stomach ache, pimples, hair growth and my breast size is also increasing. I got my first period yesterday.
Oh, the same happened with me a few weeks ago, but need not to worry. It's just the stage of life which we all have to face through. Oh, what to do now?
Yes, you are right. My mom also said the same, but still I feel very uncomfortable.
So friends, puberty, periods, growth is normal and each one of us will face this at a certain point.
I welcome Dr. Kalpana Agarwal ma'am on the stage. She is running her own hospital named Angel Agastya Hospital. She is also a senior gynecologist consultant in Akash Hospital, Dwarka and Venkateshwar Hospital.
We welcome Dr. Kalpana Agarwal ma'am on the stage to tell us more about ourselves and parents.
Thank you girls for this warm welcome. I welcome you all here for this sweet little presentation which is an essential part of our life to understand. So, the things you have just listened from this little girl and the problem she is facing and the kind of questions she is having in her mind must have been faced by you or may have to be faced in the near future, because menstruation, or what we call in our layman language is periods, and puberty is an evident change which is going to happen to our body anyway. So I am here to discuss all this, your fears, myths, why it happens, what to do, what not to do, to clear all the doubts regarding this matter. And one request I would like to ask from all of you, that you should be comfortable listening this presentation. I have tried to make it as easy as possible for you, and we are going to have little fun time also, where there will be little quiz and questions in between, and whosoever is going to answer this will enjoy a sweet chocolate from our side. So are we ready for this quiz? Yes, ma'am. A little more louder. Yes. Okay, so can you identify this little sweet bird? Oh, raise your hand, raise your hand. Oh, don't speak. Okay, girl with the orange collar, you can answer. Flamingo. And what is the little creature with the flamingo? And do you think they are the babies better looking than a mother, or mother is better looking? Or they are different? Different to हैं थोड़े से. Different. They are different. Okay. The dangerous looking bird to me. That girl with purple collar? Eagle. Okay, correct. And what is this species of eagle? Can you identify this for me? Okay. Bald eagle. Definitely. You deserve a chocolate for this. Do you find these animals sweet? No. Definitely no from my side also. Are they getting any similarities? No, definitely not. Because though they are same species, but one is baby and one is an adult, and they are having their own kind of features with a little resemblance too. From the last row, second last girl. Second last girl. The one who is holding the pen in the last, yeah. Yeah, you girl. This is which animal? Can we have some little facts from you about panda? If you know, if you don't know, it's still fine. But if you can tell some. Okay. I will give this. You are getting your chocolate definitely. Let me ask from the one who is sitting in the front. Yeah, you go. Yeah.
Mom, about a fact of panda is that in China, that if you kill a panda, you will be sentenced to death.
Yeah, why so?
Because they are like the native species of them.
And what is this endangered species? They are dangerous to us. That's why we call. Okay, you can.
Endangered basically means about to be extinct.
They are about to be extinct. Very important thing. And this is what? Baby of a snake? Remove panda. Oh my god, they look so different. Like this panda, I would say the adult panda is beautiful, more beautiful than this little sweet baby. Do you agree with me? Yes! So, now we have something in common among these pictures. Who can answer this for me? Yeah, that little girl who is like this and this here and there. Yeah, you. Yeah, tell.
The parent is more beautiful than the child.
Okay, you mean to say one is a parent and one is a baby?
Yes.
So, anything else? Anyone wants to tell about this? Yeah, you have already told. Okay, you can do Very different. Yeah, very true, very true. Okay, now Akash, the girl behind you.
Ma'am, also the child and the parent look quite different from each other, but when they grow up, they look alike.
Yeah, very true. This is also a very good fact. I have got a really intelligent audience. I must say that, and I am very happy among you. So now, questions are done. Questions are done. We will have a question answer session in next round now. So the point I wanted to raise here that you all are like those little babies we are saying in the picture, and eventually you will also grow to an adult stage one day, and you are definitely going to have some changes in your body, which may not be acceptable by somebody, because what we are right now, you get used to that kind of thing. And if you ask me, it was not acceptable by me also. At my stage, when I was growing, we never had these kind of workshops. Though my father was a doctor, but my parents, my mom was never open and never told me about these things, that better you have to eventually go these kind of things, these kind of periods, these kind of puberty. So that always had I was always kind of scared of all those things, because if we are not having information, we generally fall for wrong information. So this is the point I wanted to highlight through these pictures, that accept what the changes which we are going to have now, when you are going to an adult stage, because eventually they are going to happen for good. Okay? So now we are going to show a little movie, an interesting movie, an informative movie. And in case you are not able to understand anything, I have given a paper and a pen. You can note down the points. You can ask in detail later on, ask your doubts, and later on you can WhatsApp me the things. I will be sharing you my number. Okay? So kindly watch this movie very carefully. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, because these kind of information are generally not given by anybody, and you will be always in a confusion what to do and what not to do in certain kind of a situation when you land in. So we are starting with a very nice movie called Hello Periods. Okay, now on a good note, we are going to start with the movie. Do listen carefully, because it is a very important aspect of your life which you need to understand. And this has been very easily and nicely explained in this video. Again, I will repeat, in case of any doubt or anything, you can just jot down the points on the blank paper which I have given to you. And we will be collecting these papers. You can just mention your phone numbers or your parents' phone number, and we will be clearing your doubts on a personal basis if you want. Okay? Because you may have some kind of hesitation whether to ask or not to ask among this audience. So can we play the movie, please?
This is a story about three friends who are going to learn about an important and interesting topic with you today. So open your mind and keep your ears alert. Come, let's meet Pinky. She has turned 9 today. Her friends Jia, Meera and Priya Didi, who is a doctor, are celebrating her birthday at home. Just then, Meera notices Priya's childhood pictures that were hung on the wall.
Wow, Priya Didi, you look just like Pinky when you were younger.
Yes, Meera, you are right. The journey of growing up from a little girl to a young woman is very exciting.
Really? Didi, why do we grow?
Meera, we grow because of the pituitary gland.
Pituitary gland? What's that?
Pituitary gland is a small pea-shaped gland located at the base of the brain. When it is time for your body to grow, the pituitary gland releases special chemicals in your body called hormones. These chemicals cause different parts of your body to grow and develop. Because of this, you experience many physical and emotional changes. What kind of changes, Didi? Lots of changes. For example, you begin to gain height as well as weight. You begin to develop breasts. Your hips begin to widen. And hair begins to grow in your underarms and around your genitals. Along with these changes, sometimes you notice whitish or clear mucus-like secretions from your vagina. This secretion is called vaginal discharge. This is totally normal and nothing to worry about. Didi, vagina is the same place from where we urinate, right? No, Pinky, vagina is different. Let me explain in detail. There are 3 openings between our legs. The topmost opening is called urethra. This is where the urine comes out from. Below that is the vagina. This opening is slightly bigger than the urethra. During childbirth, the baby comes out from the vagina. The opening below the vagina is called anus. Feces is expelled from this opening.
Didi, just like girls, do boys also experience changes while growing up?
Of course, Jia. Boys gain height rapidly. Hair begins to grow on their chest and around the genitals. Their voice deepens and beard begins to grow on their faces. Boys and girls both undergo changes as they grow up.
Oh, I see. Now I understand how we grow up.
Very good. Now tell me, what does our body need in order to grow healthily?
Milk and green vegetables. Fruits too.
We must also exercise. Wow, you girls are very smart. You all are correct. Our body needs a variety of nutrients to grow properly. By including fruits, vegetables, and grains of various colors in our diet, we can easily get these essential nutrients. One such essential nutrient is iron. Do you know why our body requires iron?
Why, Didi?
Iron is vital for carrying oxygen in the blood. A deficiency of iron in the body causes anemia, which can make you feel very weak and tired even after taking rest. Oh, but where do we get iron from, Didi? We can get iron from peas, spinach, potatoes, pulses, dry fruits, and fish. Remember, if you have iron with food rich in vitamin C, it will increase the absorption of iron in the body. You can get vitamin C from fruits like amla, orange, lemon, and mango. Yay! Mango is my favorite fruit. And this talking about food is making me so hungry, Didi. Yes, Pinky. Let's go and eat hot and tasty food. While eating food, Jia had a feeling of wetness in her underwear. She immediately rushed to the bathroom. When she checked her underwear, she was shocked. There was blood in it. This had never happened to her before. She just could not understand why did this happen. But Priya Didi knew everything. Don't worry, Jia. You just got your first period. It is natural and happens to all girls and women. Take this sanitary pad. It will absorb the blood so that your clothes don't get spoiled. There must be lots of questions cropping up in your head right now, isn't it? Just like you, Pinky, Jia, and Meera too have many questions.
Didi, what are periods? Why do girls bleed, Didi? Does it also pain? What is a sanitary pad?
So many questions. Hang on. Let me answer all your questions one by one. Every month during periods, a small amount of blood flows out of our vagina for 3 to 7 days. The flow of blood is heaviest on the first day and it gradually lessens over the next few days. Usually, girls start getting their periods when they turn around 10 to 15 years of age.
But Didi, is this loss of blood harmful for us?
Not at all, Meera. In fact, periods indicate that you are healthy and growing properly.
Didi, I have understood why we get periods. But is there a way to know when will I get my next period?
Yes, Jia. Every girl gets a period at regular intervals of time. The length of this interval is the length of the menstrual cycle. Let me explain with an example. If your periods began on January 10th and your next period began on February 7th, then the length of your menstrual cycle is counted from January 10th to February 6th, which is a total of 28 days. This means that your menstrual cycle is 28 days long. So, it is likely that you will get your periods after every 28 days. But remember, the duration of the menstrual cycle is different for every girl.
This is so helpful, Didi. This way I can calculate when I get my next period. Now I can stay prepared for my next periods.
Yes, Jia, but remember, you have just started getting your periods. Your body will take some time to adjust to these new changes. So, for the first 1 or 2 years, your periods might be irregular. If for any reason your periods continue for more than 10 days, or if the bleeding is so much that you need to change your pads every hour, or if you find large blood clots in your flow, then you must consult a doctor immediately.
Didi, I'm having a stomach ache. What should I do?
Jia, many girls experience pain or cramps in their lower abdomen during their periods. Some girls might also get pimples on their face. They might suffer from headaches or have mood swings. Let me give you some tips to deal with these problems. Every day, go for a brisk walk for at least 30 minutes. Get your body into child pose, butterfly pose, and cobra pose, and hold each of these yoga poses for 5 deep breaths. To relieve yourself from stomach cramps, apply a warm water bag to the lower abdomen. Drink lots of water and get plenty of sleep. During the years of menstruation, your body's requirement for iron increases. So, by consuming food rich in iron and vitamin C, you will have much relief from the discomforts of periods.
Will we get periods throughout our lives?
No, Meera. Periods typically stop between the ages of 45 to 55 years. This is called menopause.
So, does this mean even our mothers get periods?
Yes, Pinky. Until they are 45 to 55 years old, they'll continue to get periods. I would recommend you all should talk to your mothers about periods, because often the experience of periods for girls is similar to their mothers' experiences.
Didi, you have told us many important things today. But what is a sanitary pad?
Sanitary pad is used to absorb the blood that comes out during periods. It is a long, thin pad made of absorbent material which is worn between the underwear and the genitals in such a way that its absorbent middle part exactly covers the opening of the vagina. This way, it can easily absorb the blood coming out and prevents it from staining your underwear. It is important to remember a few things while using sanitary pads. You must wash your hands clean before and after using a sanitary pad. Change your pads at least every 6 hours or more often if needed.
Didi, where do we get these sanitary pads from?
Sanitary pads are easily available in a nearby convenience store, drugstore, or grocery store. You can even ask for sanitary pads from elders in the house or borrow one from your friends. If you are using a sanitary pad for the first time, remember to read the usage instructions on the packet. If you still face problems, you can take help from your mother or sister.
Didi, what should we do with the pad after using it? Can we wash it and use it again?
No, Meera. Most pads available in the market are disposable pads and are for single use only. A used pad should be first wrapped in a waste paper or a newspaper. Then it should be put in the garbage bin and the bin must be covered with a lid. This will prevent any foul smell from spreading in the house and prevent the spread of diseases by flies or other insects. Don't forget to wash your hands clean with soap and water after disposing of the pad.
Didi, you know what happened? This one time, one of the girls' toilets of our school got flooded and had to be shut for almost half the day. Later on, the plumber pulled out handful of sanitary pads that were clogging the drainage.
Oh, see, this is why you should never flush pads down the toilet. Because it can easily clog the drainage system and lead to flooding of the toilet. Just imagine how much trouble this could cause.
Yes, Didi. Didi, if we get periods in school, what should we do? Is it okay to miss school during periods?
No, Pinky. There is no need to skip school. You can ask a lady teacher or a school nurse for a pad. Although there is nothing to feel shy about asking for a pad, but if you are too nervous, you can write on a piece of paper and give it to the teacher. Your friends could have pads too. You can borrow a pad from them as well. Ever since I started getting periods, I made sure that I always carry a sanitary pad in my school bag so that if I got my periods in school, I could quickly wear a pad in my underwear and immediately return to class. Let me give you some tips on maintaining hygiene during periods. Take a shower at least once a day. Wear clean undergarments and change them regularly. Change your pads regularly. And wash your hands clean before and after using a sanitary pad. Wash your genital area with plain water after using toilet and keep the groin area dry. Remember, never use soap or deodorant in the vagina because the vagina keeps itself clean on its own. As long as you keep yourself clean, you will remain healthy.
Didi, if we maintain cleanliness during our periods, then we will not be considered impure anymore, right?
Meera, there is nothing pure or impure about periods. Periods are in fact a natural process which indicates that our body is healthy. The more you learn about your body, the more confident you will be. And these myths will also be cleared. Everyone faces a bit of inconvenience during periods. So always help each other out and take care of each other.
Didi, I'm so happy that you have told us so much about periods today.
So make it more clear. I'm going to have a PPT presentation. It will be a quick presentation. Just listen again nicely, and if any questions you can ask at the end of the session. Can we have the PowerPoint presentation? So what our talk is all about is periods. So what changes do we can see in our body while growing up? You will notice all these changes, that your breast size is going to increase. You are going to go very tall in 1 year, like 4 to 5 inches of height gain may be there. You may start noticing some hair under your arms, your private part area. Your face will have some changes. Some may have pimples or acne on their face. And your body shape is going to be different from now onwards, and eventually your periods are going to start. So as can someone tell me what is periods exactly?
So, ma'am, periods is actually when the dirty blood comes out of your body in the form of waste from the vagina.
Okay, very true. But here I would like to clear this myth. This is a very common myth among the educated people among your moms or your grandmothers all must be thinking that this is impure blood. This is nothing but impure blood. This is just a normal part of our cycle called the menstrual cycle. Okay? So period is a process in which blood comes out of vagina for 3 to 7 days. The days variation can be there. Anything lesser than 3 or more than 7, you should visit the doctor. But anything between 3 to 7 is considered fine, and it is very normal. So why do periods start? They are basically the hormonal changes which are happening in your body so as to you become a girl to a woman, so eventually you can have a baby. How will I know when my period will start? Next cycle. This is a very common question which may have come to your mind. Can any of the girls would like to answer this? When is your next period going to come once the period starts? The one who has not answered yet. This is a very important thing, and I have seen in my patients also, or mothers of like 30, 40 years, even they are sometimes confused. When was your last period date?
For example, your period starts from 10 January and now your next period is from 9 Feb. So you can count the days, what are the days between them, and that means after every, for example, it's 28 days. So after every 28 days, you will get your period.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. So this is how you need to mark this on your calendar. When will your next period start? Because sometimes you need to go somewhere, or there are some exam dates. You should be prepared that this time, okay, your period is going to start. Be prepared. Always carry a sanitary pad in your bags wherever you are going. This is a very important thing. Once you will start having your period, and sometimes if you are going somewhere, suddenly your period starts, if not carrying that pad, that can be very, very embarrassing for you all people. So always carry a sanitary pad with you, okay? Mark your date on the calendar. Okay, this is the date. Sometimes things may go wrong. But always keep a sanitary pad to prevent yourself from any kind of embarrassment. There are many, we all are so these days gadget friendly. So I am like a generation old, so I am not used to that. So I still mark things on calendar. But you people can always use the various apps, dates app, available on your phone, on your laptop, so where you can mark how long was the duration, what was the kind of the flow, when was your last date, when you can predict dates of further months also. So start using this app or a calendar to mark the dates. This is very important thing at your age. So when will my first period start? Many of among you must have been already in this cycle, menstrual cycle or period cycle. But some of you still have to have your period start. So you will start noticing some changes in your body. Like generally a girl from 10 to 16 years of age will have her first period during this age only. Your breast size will go up, you will notice some kind of abnormal kind of hair growth, you will feel that under your arms or your private areas. And you will start noticing some vaginal discharge. There are so many myths with vaginal discharge in so many homes still that vaginal discharge is not a good thing to happen in girls of this age group. But believe me, this is a very normal thing, as we have, this is the way of nature to clean the things. As we have water in our eyes, saliva in our mouth, and the same kind of a liquid secretion is there in the vagina, which is the normal thing. Okay, so make your mom also understand about all these things. And remember, every girl is different. Don't think, okay, my friend has a period at age of 10 and I am 40 and I'm still not having my periods. It's okay. Every girl is different. You can have periods early part of life or later part. It's okay. Don't feel bad about it or embarrassed about it. So, I will again just tell you in brief what happens during period. Bleeding can last between 3 to 8 days. This actually is not much of a blood loss, a kind of a 3 tablespoons blood loss which can be recovered in a day by your body. This kind of blood loss is there, so don't worry. In case you have to change your pad every hourly or 2 hourly, then only think this is a heavy blood loss and you need to contact the doctor. And your flow may be less in early part of the cycle. First or second year of the menstrual cycles can be little irregular, less flow. These are normal things. You just relax, sit back home. But even after 3 to 4 years of menstrual cycle, you are having irregular periods, then do visit a doctor for sure. You may have many symptoms, like a very common thing to have is stomachache. And this stomachache can be cured by home remedies itself. You can have a hot water bag. You can go for little exercises like have been explained nicely in the movie. All those yoga poses, butterfly pose, child pose, cobra pose. Do exercise. Do go for your regular walks and exercises even during menstruation. Keep doing your daily activities. It is no different from other days. You should have this understanding from very first day of your menstrual cycle. Don't feel that you are ill and don't give yourself excuse, okay, I'm ill now, I'm not supposed to go to school, I'm not supposed to study, I'm not supposed to do the things I'm supposed to do in my normal life. This is a very normal part of our life. You may have other feeling symptoms also, your breast may go tender, you may have little headaches, you may find some difficulty in reading, concentrating, and different kind of food cravings. Some may have this spicy food, they want to have some spicy food and something like that. Very important thing at your age group, you should understand, especially in this era of food faddism, where we think costly things are good things. It is not like that. And where fast food is a norm in our home also, I suppose so. But we all should be eating a healthy diet, and especially during this age group, we are growing very fast. So our protein intake and iron intake should be good. I hope everybody, we have started like from the second class what a protein rich food, what a iron rich food. So keep your intake good. Keep yourself hydrated every time, especially during periods. Next important thing to take care of is hygiene. Okay. Take bath every day, change your pads every 4 to 6 hourly, and wear clean undergarments. Very important thing, don't flush your pads. Actually, this has happened at so many places, especially in schools. The toilets go choked with pads. Okay, I understand this happened only in initial stages of your periods, not later. Later you realize, okay, this is the way. Disposable pads are there. You can just wrap it around and throw in a dustbin. Wash your hands before and after changing and using pads. Keep your private parts clean. Is anyone of you do understand what is a sanitary pad? Just come up, don't feel shy. We are all girls here. All girls here. Want to come and tell? How? Tell from here, okay. Yeah, I just want you to come here. Don't feel shy. It's a normal thing. Come. Can I know your name, little girl? You need to eat a lot, I suppose. Which class you are in? 6th, okay. लेकिन लगते तो आप थर्ड में हो। सिर्फ चॉकलेट खाना के लिए ज़्यादा दूर हो गया है। एक तो ले चुकी हूँ, मुझे पता है। अच्छा, आपकी फ्रेंड है। ओके, चलो। बताओ। Yes, this is like 3 cheers for her because it really takes a task to come up and talk about something great which your mothers or grandmothers will not like to speak about at all. Okay?
Sanitary pads are basically which are used in periods to the waste that comes from our vagina, that blood that comes, that goes in our sanitary pad, and we can dispose it out in the dustbin.
Thank you, Peter. Any of you would like to explain how does it look like and how it can be applied? That good? Are any of you feeling bad that what is all this shit happening here? What ma'am is talking about? Very good to know. I'm here. Very glad to hear that because I really worked hard for this presentation to happen here.
So first there's like this tape thingy, we open it. So when we open it, then this is the pad. So this is like a sticker thingy. Wings. So these wings, first we remove it, then we apply it. We apply it on our undergarment, and then these are the wings. We pull this, and then to secure it, we put the wings behind like our underpants, like just like so like this. So we put it. So that's how we use a sanitary pad.
Very nicely explained. And 3 cheers for you also. What's your name here? Elena. Very nice girl. Okay. Have this confidence always in you. You are going to go great heights. Okay. Now it's time to change your pads. So what you are going to do? Okay. आगे बैठने के फायदे भी होते हैं. आ जाओ. पीछे वाले तो पीछे ही रह जाते. How to dispose of a sanitary pad? Imagine this is a used pad. Don't feel bad. Actually, it's not a used one.
So, like example, this is a used pad. We'll first remove it from our underpants, and then we'll take a like disposable paper and we'll wrap it around the pad, and then we'll throw it in the dustbin. So, like this is the disposable paper, and then we'll wrap it around so that it like covers this up. Then we'll throw it in the dustbin and make sure to like cover the dustbin so that no like bacteria or anything spreads in the house.
And what we'll do next, very important when you forgot, is many people actually forget.
We should wash our hands before and after.
And another thing, keep your private area clean. Wash it and keep your private area clean. Okay? This is very important thing. What's your name?
Yanshi.
Excuse me, ma'am. Here, the girls are telling that I think you should have a other workshop, and the boys should be all attending the workshop.
See, listen, that's why I've given you a paper and a pen, whatever you want to ask or whatever you want to kind of workshops regarding, because this is a very taboo thing in our society, and even I know I'm a very free kind of a woman, so I can easily talk about it. Doctors are also not comfortable talking about it. So you can just jot down the questions. We will have workshop again after deciding what kind of talk we can have here. Okay? You need to ask something. Go ahead.
According to me, boys should also be included in
I
these types of
understand. Very
workshops
true, very
because
true.
if we get periods and we are embarrassed of it, we should only be embarrassed if the other people are making fun of it. But girls know that what periods are and they do not make fun of it.
Sure,
But boys who do not know about that, they always make fun of it that, oh my god, you're getting blood on your pant and all.
Okay, fine. After staining especially,
Yes.
it is a kind of very embarrassing thing. First of all, just in case you carry a stain, just be confident. It's a nature thing, no? It can happen to anybody. You can have a sudden gush of blood anytime. Don't feel embarrassed about it.
Avika and other girls, I would like to tell you one thing, that this workshop is basically for self-hygiene. Alright, this workshop is meant for specially for the girls. We cannot include boys in this. For boys, we can have another workshop. This is for you girls, right?
Actually, I was also about to say that a combined workshop can be planned on a later stage, but at first, boys also should be understanding about their physiology and about women physiology, so as to have a better men in our society. Done with the sanitary pads, how to dispose of. This has to be disposed of appropriately. Do not flush. In case no paper is available, just look around for any kind of poly bag or a waste paper and wrap it around in case you're not using this sanitary pads which have a throw waste kind of a paper with them. This is a very common thing, myths. Can you just stop here? What kind of myths or kind of a doubt you carry about periods? Can I have a query of anybody or would you want to ask?
Ma'am, we hear that we should not go to the temples and we should not go in the kitchen because it's unpure for us.
That's what I have told in the in the early part of my workshop. It is nothing called impurity. You had to convince your parents, your grand. See, I have been, when I was a kid, my parents were like super cool parents. So I never had these kind of problems. But when I used to visit my nanny's place and even I had to have a tea, I was forbidden from entering kitchen. I never used to tell my mommy that I am with my, and she used to say, okay, you are again with your periods. You have again entered kitchen. Make them understand. Okay, this is the thing which will happen slowly in our society. A lot has happened. A lot of changes has already happened. But still, the mindset of not visiting temples. Why? Why? If you
will not touch some utensils.
No. You see, in certain communities or Marwari, Rajasthani communities, it is that kind of myth still exists. But I will ask you, be rebellious there. Okay, because we girls, we women carry the duty of changing the society at that time. Okay, if we just follow blindly, okay, our parents is saying and without understanding, we will just, pass on that and ultimately we start feeling that way also. That if we enter temples, some sin will happen with us,
Yes.
We are doing some kind of sin. That kind of feeling we start to imbibe if we don't rebel against these points. So, you really need to be
open about these things. This workshop by Meena ma'am has been conducted for this purpose only, to understand that period is a normal physiological phenomenon and you should maintain cleanliness. Okay?
Ma'am, so a while back I'd gone to where was that? Guwahati. So there was this temple there called Kamakhya Temple, and there was like this board of like information. So it told that there was a river nearby, and every month it turned red because it was believed that the goddess worshipped, she menstruated. So it's completely normal.
It's completely normal. See, even goddess do menstruate, but I think we should not go into that kind of religious things. But at least in your home itself, okay? If everything starts at your home, na? At your home itself, you should start telling your parents that, okay, mom, this is normal, okay? Don't stop me from doing this. This is the only thing you need to say. हमें कोई क्रांतिकारी नहीं बनना है ना? We just want to make our society understand that this is a normal thing. As we need to make understand boys that staining is a normal thing. At home, make your parents understand that.
Ma'am, also people think that we should not visit temples because it is the impure blood that we are discharging, and also, ma'am, people say that we are not supposed to touch pickles and all those things when we are menstruating.
Yeah, very true. This is all myths. This you young generation can only work on it. I have worked at my level. I have never followed these rules, and I'm still going good. So I'm a big example myself.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. There's a men's hygiene, but why can't we go in the water while we are on periods?
Water, see, water, visiting any kind of a pool or these kind of thing when you're menstruating is not considered good because that blood in your pads will flow into that water. But then when you grow old, certain kind of things like tampons are there, okay, and menstrual cups are there which can be worn even during swimming, even during if you're visiting any kind of water body. Okay, it is little difficult for a young age to put using sanitary pads are an easier thing. Okay, but you can definitely go. Because you must be wearing a pad, that flow can happen. You can do this, you can wear a fresh pad and go into the pool, that's fine. That's for the measure. Time. So we will just brush up through the slides. I think all these myths have been cleared already. So in short, I would say having a period is a normal, healthy thing to happen. It is a natural process for every girl, teenager, woman. It can take some time getting used to having periods and feeling confident about dealing with them. Be confident. See, I will ask you again and again, during your periods, don't feel if somebody says you are staying sick, so what? It happens. That confidence should ooze out from you. And periods are a sign that your body is perfectly normal. Okay? It is a normal thing. And no one will know about your periods until you tell them. Just in case, it's like I never told my mommy that I am in my periods, and I used to enter kitchen and do whatever thing I want to eat and have take. Okay, just be quiet where things are not in your control. Just take control the way you can. Okay. So I think we had a good question answer discussion already. Still any doubts? You can. Ma'am, I'm ready to give my time. My OPD is closed for the kids. But suppose there's like another workshop, I suppose so.
Yes, better listen. I have a suggestion, ma'am. Can we have a question on the slip?
Yeah, question on the slip.
And you can give it to me. I'll hand over to ma'am. And she will, along with your phone number, write your phone number, ma'am will give you a call. And she will clear your
call or on WhatsApp, ma'am. Call will be
on the WhatsApp.
My team will work for you. Ma'am, my team will work. I have plenty of team with me in my center. So definitely, and answering to these kids will be my pleasure actually. Anything besides this that we have not discussed yet? Any unique question?
Yes, Rishika, stand up, ask your question.
Fast, say it loudly there.
Ma'am.
Yeah, I have written there, mood swings is a very common thing. But with exercise, good diet and meditation, you can easily come over those mood swings. Okay, this is a primary part of the treatment for any kind of menstrual disorder. See, you should take for calculating your day, your last 3 menstrual periods. Okay, what have been the day duration over your last 3? Like if the last 3 menstrual period have been of cycle of 32 days, it is very likely that your next cycle of 32 days only. Okay, so you should always look for at least your last 3 periods. Okay, that will give you a fair idea of your next cycle.
Beta, we can have questions.
I need to wind up now. A lot of pressure. Okay, Kali, my next slide please. And I'm thankful to my dear daughter Kashvi, who has helped me a lot in preparing these slides. And she's just shying away.
Alright, girls, how did you find ma'am? Wonderful now?
Actually, they are working for last 3 nights. They have Akash, Shubham, Ashish,
Team members of ma'am, please be on
Kashvi,
and wonderful workshop, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I hope all the girls must have enjoyed. Yes.
Ma'am, how can I forget you, ma'am? Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Kalpana Agarwal to conducting such a wonderful and informative workshop for the girls, especially for the early teenagers. Alright, so it was very, very important to inform them, to give them knowledge, and the way she has explained each and every topic to the girls, they were so much into it. The girls had many queries, and all the queries were answered very well by ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. You would like to say something about this workshop? You really worked hard for this.
I'm really happy.
3 cheers for Akash. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
Thank you so much, Kalpana ma'am, for giving such a wonderful presentation. And I can clearly see the smile on your face. Now you are going to answer of all these questions. I know this seminar was not enough for the girls. They had so many questions in their mind, but they were unable to ask each and every questions. And we don't have that much of time in which we can answer all the questions. So I'm requesting you, ma'am, please arrange one more seminar for us in which we will only have question and answer round, so that each and every girl can ask their questions and we will give them satisfactory answers.
Definitely.
Thank you, and thank you so much, ma'am.